Hello, my friends. Today we are playing with Carissa Wiley's Shine Bright collection. This is a pretty decent size collection and it features everything sparkle, everything bright, everything glittery, I guess you would say. You could definitely has Carissa's personality running through it. So the first one here, the main die set, is Disco Balls. And it has 3 large etched dies that create your disco balls, 3 dies to cut them out, and then little stars or crystals. So that's the first one, and that's a standalone die set. Then you have a better press plate that is also the 3 disco balls, and it's 3 press plates, 3 dies. Then there is a stencil set that can stencil this set, but it also can stencil a full actual disco ball. So you can stencil the background, then you can stencil each of the layers of those if you so choose. So that's kind of interesting. We'll be stenciling some today, so stay tuned. There's 2 Better Press sentiment sets. This one has 4 individual Better Press plates and 4 cutting dies. You've got Birthday Glow, More Glitter, Less Bitter, Shine Bright, and Sparkle on My Friend. And I like that one. This one here are like your sub-sentiments, or you could use these individually. I'll pull them up here so you can see them a little better. But I like that they're notched on either end. And this is 2 press plates, 2 cutting dies. So they are one and done, both ones. And each one has a specific size. So this little one is die cut here. And they're coordinated so that they cut the precise size of your sentiment, which is kind of nice. Then you have a large sentiment of Shine Bright and the shadow die. And it also has this coordinating stencil that does the rays of the Shine Bright. So I've got that in here in the package. But then look at this. Very interesting glimmer plate. Now this glimmer plate can be used as a single. You could double it. What I'm going to do, I believe, is do it once and do it twice and put it together and see how that goes. I'm not sure yet. We're going to play with that next. So stay tuned for that. But it's also got some stars and dies to cut that out as well. And then I'm pulling in Simple Stories 6x8 pack. This is called Snow Pine Lodge, and I got this from scrapbook.com. This was an actual freebie. If you're not aware, I am an affiliate for scrapbook.com, and all of the items that I use in my videos are always linked down below in a visual supply link. So that visual supply link just makes things easier for you to find the items that I will be working with in the video. I try to link up everything in one convenient location so that you can find things without going through this huge long list of links. So you just look down below, you will see a little more button, then you'll see visual supply list, and it'll take you to pictures of the items I've used. And if you see which one you're wanting, you can just click on that one item and it'll take you straight to it. Easy peasy. So the other thing I wanted to make you aware of is cookies. We have been told that there are lots of pop-ups that come up on your computer screen, and when those pop-ups pop up, it'll say something like, do you accept cookies? Do you accept partial cookies or whatever? And the cookies are what track those links for us. And those are the way we get referrals and let the companies know that we have sent you their way. And in return, they give us a small commission. So that helps us bring these videos to you. So I hope if you see those pop-ups ever pop up, you will hit accept all cookies. So I appreciate that. That will help us makers, and that's all us makers, not just me. Do that for any of your makers. I would appreciate that. It will help our industry, and it'll continue bringing all of the wonderful content across the industry your way and my way, because I enjoy it as much as you do. I've been learning all about alcohol inks lately, and I'm bringing you a video next Saturday about my learning of alcohol inks. So if you like that, stick around. I'd love for you to come back next Saturday. So today, though, we're playing with disco balls, and I have a surprise for you. So I hope you've stuck with me this 5 minutes, because we're about to get busy and play. So let's go. Okay, for our glimmering today, I have already glimmered one of these panels, and because this plate is so large, when I turn it the other way to be able to do a full panel like this, I could do it. It does fit across, but it goes into this white section, and I have done that before, and I don't know if you can see it here. If your screen is large enough, you'll be able to see it, but I have actually chipped into my white edge of my platform, and it doesn't really hurt the machine, but I don't want to keep doing that. So that's the pressure of the platinum that is doing that. And so I've opted to make 2 panels and then just merge these together. I want to make a 5x7 bursting in the center of my plate, of my card. So we're going to do the second panel together. And I've gone ahead, I've already done the timer. We're going to go ahead and dislodge this. And we'll cover this up like so. Like that. And then I'm going to put my paper right like that. And it's nice because I can see it. Since I cut my paper down, I can see a little bit there if I'm super careful and not move it too much. I'm going to just hold it with my thumbs, and then I'm going to move it over to my Platinum 6 here off to my side. Normally I would do it, yeah, see, it stayed. But normally I would move the whole platform over to the Platinum 6 and then lay everything, but I want you to see everything. So now I'm just going to trim this down. We're going to lay these up like this. And then I'm actually going to be covering the center hole in my picture with the things I'm putting on top. So I'm just going to have the rays, and it's actually going to be this way. So I'm going to cut this down to coordinate with this, and then we will move on with our project. I have the card base here, and I want to show you how I'm doing this. I've put the 2 pieces together, and what I've done is use a piece of Best Ever Craft tape just to temporarily hold this together so that I can size this for my card. Now we're going to be gluing this down in place, and then like I said, we're going to be using our disco balls and everything to decorate this. So I'm not worried about the seam. I'm just really wanting my background to have this pow, right? So what I've done for my card base is I'm using the 5x7 Matting Basics A, and I have my 5x7 card base here, and I cut a 5x7 piece of the treasured gold card stock, and then I took my 5x7 piece here and just trimmed it down 1/8 of an inch so that it would fit here. And then what I did is I took the the second die in, I'm sorry, and I gutted this piece of gold, okay? Because I want to use this piece that's here. So I'm going to use this piece in my card. That's just a way to save your cardstock. So then we're going to cover this up here with this, and we're still going to have our gold around the outer edge. So then we're going to use this gorgeous piece that we cut with this die, and we are going to put it here. Okay, we're going to have this nice red around our border. Then we're going to go one more in from this layering set, and we're going to come on over here and we're going to cut our actual starburst down. Now, in my design, in my head, I have a surprise that's coming. You know me, I like to mix it up. I shop my stash. So this is not just going to be a disco card. When I saw this collection, at first I had to decide, did I want to design with this collection? You know, I always have the option. And I thought to myself, what would I use it for? Well, most likely it would be New Year's Eve. That to me is what I would use it for. Okay. Well, I personally don't make a lot of New Year's Eve cards. And, you know, celebration cards. I don't make a lot of celebration cards. But I spoke to Santa Randy, and he had an idea. So I'm bringing his idea to life today. That's all I'm going to say. You'll have to wait to see where we're going with this. But this is Santa Randy's idea coming to life. And then the next card is going to be my idea, my rendition of it coming to life. So I want to leave a little extra room on the bottom of my card. So that's for our stash product to come in. So I'm going to die cut this about right. Now remember, I have this tape under here holding it all together. So I might have to use a little cutaroo here to get the tape just ever so snip snip, because we want to keep these pieces together, right? So that best ever craft tape is very good. So we're going to just snip that apart and we can toss this. Best ever craft tape, still working strong. So now this is going to fit gorgeously in here, and look at our border for our card. Check it out. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so hopefully y'all have an idea where I'm going with this. All right, so I am going to see then, we're going to decide where we want our disco balls. Aren't these cool? Now remember, I could stencil these if I wanted to. We're going to do that in the next one. But so I'm going to just kind of spread out my disco balls here, and you see how this area gets kind of covered up, so it doesn't matter that that seam and all's right there. You can't even notice it's there. And then you can disguise it even more by, it's the most wonderful time of year. Now that could be New Year's, right? That could be New Year's. It is awesome time of year. Or Santa could come into the picture. Because after all, there's lots of Christmas parties, and Santa has the right to go and be at a Christmas ball. So here is Santa Randy at the Christmas ball. What do you all think of that? Now, of course, it's not all glued together. I will go ahead and glue it and then show you a picture at the end. But what do you all think of that? Now, is that not the most wonderful time of year at the disco? Ha, ha, ha. I think Santa Randy is the bomb. I hope y'all like that. I think it is a genius idea. So now let's move on to my idea. All right, now let's jump into the fun part. I've got my stencil down on my 9x13 Altenew sticky mat. I just got this bad boy and I am loving it. It took me a while to get my hands on it because it was sold out everywhere. But I love it because it holds my ink pads as well as my stencil and my paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just start with my candy apple from Pink Fresh. I love that this has a true red and multiple true greens in this line. And I'm just going to use my Altenew blending brushes and ink both directions and build up the color of the ornament until I'm happy with it. Now, I just slipped and said something. I said ornament, because that's what we're doing in my card design. We are turning these little guys into ornaments because Santa has to have ornaments. So Randy's idea was Santa at the disco, and my idea is turning these little festive disco balls into ornaments. So this is going to be fun. I dug through my stash and found little hangers to go on the top of each of the sizes. So I'm just going to show you real quick how to do this dart or this largest disco ball. And I think that's looking pretty good. I like to go both ways though. So make sure you swirl your blending brush, no matter what type of blending brush you use, and go both ways for really good coverage. And we are going to make some cute little ornaments on my card. So I'm going to set that one aside, close up my ink, put my brush down, grab my green, and I'm using Meadow here, and we will ink that baby up. I better put the stencil on. I'm having so much fun. I almost inked my bobble without the stencil. Now that would not have been good. So let me get this guy on here. Okay, I was off just a little bit. So look how easy that is to ink up. And then we will just do the same thing. And the beauty of this is no hands. You don't have to hold anything. So it makes your life so easy once you line the stencil up. And I love this. It's effortless, and the outcome is just gorgeous. Now, I did try a sample of these guys using the third stencil, and I didn't like it as much. So I kept my ornaments red and green. So here is my final design, and look how pretty this is. Look here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put a hanger on that, and we're going to turn it into an ornament for our card. So I'm going to go ahead and stencil the other two up, and then I'll be back to put the card together. All right, here I've made a card base, just a very 5x7 very simple card base with a red border, a gold border, and then again a piece of that Simple Stories cardstock that I showed you at the beginning of the video. This is the disco balls die cut out in that first die set I showed you. I just wanted to show you how pretty they die cut in foils. So you could totally make ornaments out of these as well. And I thought it was they were really pretty solid in different specialty papers. So I just wanted to show you that. Here are the little toppers on the ornaments. I did it in gold foil from that treasured gold foil card as well. That pack is one of the best deals in the Spellbinders shop. You get like 5 different types of gold foil, silver, or rose gold, depending on which style you choose, for only $8.99. It's a great offer. So I'm thinking here of clustering these ornaments and then doing some ties or some, some hangers here. I got some trim from my Vivant stash. This is a trim we carry on the Spellbinders website, and I thought I would just glue down a little bit of this, and then we could snip it off, and that could be our sweet little cords that come down from the top of that. And then we'll put a couple sentiments on here, and then we may jazz it up just a little bit more. So let's get these put down first, and then we'll see where we go with this, because of course we never know what's going to happen in a Melanie video, right? So let's just have some fun. Okay, so we will put that down there. And I'm not going to put the little doodads down yet. I'll go ahead and just get these guys placed first. I want to leave room for that little string there. And then this is kind of like Daddy, Mommy, and Baby. I thought that was kind of cute. We'll hang this one a little higher. Okay. Maybe a little farther over, just so we have room for that string. So we want this one to come in here, like so. Okay, so we just needed that one a little bit over. All right, might look a little off, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and snip these. We'll turn this way. It'll just help me see from where I'm at because I'm a little far off behind, so the camera can be directly overhead. So I'm just going to snip these so they're the right length. These are super easy to snip. And then we will snip this one. Might even get it out of this one little string. And then we'll get this baby one too. Look at that, out of that one scrap, I was able to get all 3 ornaments. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a little dots of glue. Okay, so now I got a couple sentiments. I've got Shine Bright, because these baubles are definitely shining, so I'm gonna pop that up there. And then I've got a Sparkle On, my friends. And then I got a surprise. Because Melanie loves surprises. And I'm having fun. I hope you are too. Okay, so let's jump up here. Then I've got one other idea to show you. It's not a completed project, but I'll just show it to you and then I'll finish it and I'll share it on social media because I did not have time to finish it and I don't have time in this video to finish it because y'all have hung out with me long enough. But I will show it to you so that you have the idea just in case it's something that you've already purchased and you might want to play with and use my idea, because I am more than welcome for you guys to case my ideas anytime you want to, because that whole idea is we craft life together. That is my jam. So I hope you join me in that and you pop on over to Craft Life Together with Spellbinders and More over on Facebook and come craft life with us. That way you can share your projects with me because I want to see them. Okay, I'm going to put one of these little guys under. Is that not cute? Now, does anyone know where this little candy cane came from? Because if you know the answer to that, then you know what's coming. Because this little candy cane goes with the item in my stash that's about to pop on your screen momentarily. But rather than use it with him, I'm going to use it to decorate our sentiment because I can. Because when you're crafting, you can make your project do anything you want it to do, and I thought the sentiment needed a little extra. So, guess who's shining bright? That's why you see sentiments, guys, because Rudolph is shining bright. And he's telling you to sparkle on, my friends. So let's have Rudolph shine bright for us. And let me show you how to put one of these dancing characters together. So let's get his little arms on here first. I didn't know where I necessarily wanted them, but now I see he's fitting in there. So I'll go ahead and glue these on real quick. And I know this is a long one. I apologize. But these were too cute to pass up and not share it all with you. So I think I'm going to do it just like Santa. I'm going to point up and down, and I'm pointing to both of the sentiments. That's what I'm doing. With the Santa one, I'm having him dance. I don't know if you realize that, but I was having him like John Travolta dance, type of dancing, because, you know, Santa can. So you'll see that here at the end. But when you do a dancing figurine like we're doing here, and he's not going to be able to dance very much because this sentiments here is going to knock into it. We'll see if we can move him over a little bit so he can still dance a little bit. But when you do this, you want nothing to stick to this piece. So you want it to stick to the back of this piece. Okay? Let's see. Let me get it straight. So you want this piece to just hang on here. Nothing glues to the feet, to the swinging part. So that's going to end up there, and that way this can freely move. So let's go ahead. And everything up here needs glue dots as well. So let's go ahead and use our foam squares. But you don't want them low because then it stops the movement of the feet. So you want them up here, though, to keep him hooked and at the same level as the one that this mechanism is hooked to. So let's just put them all up there. Let's take their little release papers off, which if you get the Spellbinders foam squares, the release papers are easy. Easy, 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 which is why I love them. And they're pretty cheap too, which is why I continue to purchase them, because I'm a cheapskate. I am a cheapskate. I'll admit it. I am a bargain hunter and a cheapskate. So it's just the way it is in Melanie world. Okay. So is that free? Yes. So here we go. We actually got a finished card at the end of this project. And he dances. Is he not adorable? Oh, wait. He's got to shine. He's got to shine. Let's get a little nouveau and make him shine. There we go. Now he shines. I hope you've enjoyed my projects today. And let me show you the last little idea I had. This is bringing in that bracelet collection. Let me see if I have the products here or not. I don't know if I do. Oh yeah, I think I might. Let me see. No, but it has a little hand and some sentiments, and I just thought I would make this sweater piece of paper. It looks like a sweater from that same paper pad, and use another one of these baubles, turn it into an ornament. I haven't made cut the little hanger yet, and then put it in her hand, have it come off the side of the page, so I'll cut it right here, and then do the same thing. I'll put the hanger in a string, hang it from her hand. I'll probably move it down here so it's more evident, because it's like she's holding it in the front of her outfit, you know, because of the sweater. Put the hanger there, run the string, and then put a sentiment. So that's going to be my last little card. And see if you see the hand. Isn't that cute? And I've got some more ideas with this hand you'll see in future videos. But that was what it looks like in a silver foil. And maybe that gives you another extra little tidbit of an idea. So I hope you have enjoyed Santa and Rudolph coming to play today with Carissa Wiley's Shine Bright collection. I have a lot of upcoming videos in the next week. I'll have a video by Altenew. I'll also have a video next Saturday with the alcohol inks. And on Wednesday, the Better Press Babes are back live at 8:00 p.m. here on my channel. So I hope you will enjoy some videos with me this upcoming week and also the live. Make sure to ring that notification bell. And if you're not a current subscriber, I would love for you to subscribe and craft life with me. Thank you so much, my friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.